The State versus Richard Alexander Murdaugh, defendant. Indictment for murder.
They delivered for 2 hours and 50 minutes? Oh my God, that's crazy. Oh gosh. That is so crazy.
Be seated.
Okay, fine. You know what? It's not crazy. We all knew guilty. Or not most of us, but some of us thought it was hung jury. Some of us thought it was not guilty. Most of us knew this mother effer was guilty as heck, okay? There's too much pointing him in it. All the lies and stuff was just looking so bad for him. Good Lord.
I understand that there is a verdict. You may bring the jury.
Oh man, look at his face. He effing knows. He knows. Oh my God. Where are the brothers? I don't know. The brothers, I don't know. I haven't seen Brother Randy in a little bit. I haven't seen him for the past couple of days. Have you guys seen Randy? I saw John Marvin today. But Randy, I don't know. Maybe once Randy found out that he stole his checks twice, Randy's like, damn, I'm not supporting this guy anymore. Why am I supporting this guy? Because apparently people were saying that Randy still works at an old law firm with all the people that he screwed over. So that must be really awkward for Randy. But yeah, I don't know. Hi, Momo. Oh, I think he's accepted it. He's like, oh, I've accepted this. Okay. All right. I think acceptance phase is right here. He didn't cry because he knew, man. He knew. He's shaking his head right now. He knew how screwed he was when he had to testify. He knew he was screwed when he had to go up there and testify, okay? That's why he testified. Dang, that's crazy. Apparently, Alex said it's okay to Buster if he's cuffed. I mean, Buster's like 26 years old. He's still young. He's got his whole life ahead of him. Will he have the family legacy, the riches, and all of that? Probably not, but it's okay. Hello, Miss Anthrope. Thank you for the Twitch follow. Look at Jim's face. Oh, I need to make sure I show Jim's face.
Thank you. Madam Forlady, if you'll stand for me. Have you reached a verdict?
Yes, sir, we have.
Is it unanimous?
Yes, sir, it is.
All right, if you will pass it up to the clerk, who will pass it to me. And you may be seated.
Damn, 2 to 3 hours. Harpoolion's like... Oh man, Poot looks so vexed. Yeah, Buster's in the back. Wait, I want to take a quick pause. I see Buster in the back. I don't see, unless it's blocked, but I don't see John Marvin, the younger brother. I don't see Randy, Murdaugh, the oldest brother. Is that this? Oh no, the sister's there. The sister's still there, right there. Sister's still back there. Yeah, can you see her? She's the one who's like behind the lady with the blue shirt. I see Ann Jeanette. Is that Ann Jeanette? I can't tell if that's Ann Jeanette or not. It's a little bit blurry back there. But yeah, I don't know. I don't see where the other dudes are. Yikes. Maybe they had to go do something, you know? Maybe they were taking care of something busy. Yo, Alec knows. Man, Poot looks so nervous. Look at Creighton. He over there fiddling with his beard.
The defendant will rise. Madam Clerk, you may publish the verdict starting with the back, not with the, let's see, I'll tell you again.
There's Jim.
Starting with the back, flipping them over one by one.
Man, Alec. You done fudged up, man. You done fudged up.
Docket number 2022 GS 15.
Wait, is she a member of the jury? Is that the Madam Foreman? Or does she work at the courthouse?
00592, the State of South Carolina, County of Colleton, in the Court of General Sessions in the term of 2022, July, the State versus Richard Alexander Murdaugh, defendant.
The clerk. Okay.
Indictment for murder, SC Code
I was about to say, if she's showing up for jury duty, she looks good.
16-3-0010, CDR Code 0116. Okay. Guilty verdict. Signed by the forelady, 3/2/23. Docket number 2022-GS-15-00593, the State of South Carolina, County of Colleton, in the Court of General Sessions, the July term of 2022. The State versus Richard Alexander Murdaugh, defendant. Indictment for murder, SC Code 16-3-0010, CDR Code 0116. Verdict, guilty. Signed by the forelady. Date 3/2/23.
I don't know, man. Like if I was him in his position and I was innocent as hell, I'd be like, what the fuck? You know, to me, it looks like he's accepted it. He's accepted the consequences for his actions.
Docket number 2022-GS-15-00595, the State of South Carolina, County of Colleton, Court of General Sessions, July term 2022. The State versus Richard Alexander Murdaugh, defendant. Indictment for possession of a weapon during the commission of a violent crime. SC Code -16-23-0490. CDR Code 0549. Verdict, guilty. Signed by the foreperson of the jury.
Oh, he doesn't cry at all? I'd be shocked. You think he's stunned? I'm not a body language expert, but I don't know. Kind of looks like acceptance to me. Like he's like, yeah. Yep. This sucks. Now what?
Date 3/2/23. Docket number 2022 GS-15-00594. The State of South Carolina, County of Colleton, Court of General Sessions, July term 2022. The State versus Richard Alexander Murdaugh, defendant. Indictment for possession of a weapon during the commission of a violent crime. SC Code 16-23-0490. CDR Code 0549. Verdict, guilty. Signed by the foreperson of the jury, 3/2/23.
Thank you. Madam Forelady and members of the jury, if that is the verdict of each and every juror, please let it be known by raising your right hands. All right, thank you. Any individual polling requested?
We do, Your Honor.
Madam Clerk, you'll need to individually poll the jury according to their juror numbers.
Number 193. Was this your verdict?
Yes, sir.
Is it still your verdict?
Yes.
Juror 254.
Yes.
Is this your verdict?
Yes.
Is it still your verdict?
Yes.
Juror 326. Was this your verdict?
Yes.
Is it still your verdict?
Yes.
Juror 530. Was this your verdict?
Yes.
Is this your verdict?
Yes.
Juror 544.
Yes.
Was this your verdict?
Yes.
Is it still your verdict?
Yes.
Juror 572. Was this your verdict?
Yes.
Is it still your verdict?
Yes.
Juror 578. Was this your verdict?
Yes.
Is it still your verdict?
Yes.
Juror 589. Was this your verdict? Is it still your verdict?
Yes.
Juror 630. Was this your verdict?
Yes.
Is it still your verdict?
Yes.
Juror 729. Was this your verdict?
Yes.
Is it still your verdict?
Yes.
Juror 826.
Doesn't have a daughter.
Was this your verdict?
Yes.
Is it
Two
still your
sons.
verdict?
Yes.
Juror 864. Was this your verdict?
Yes.
Is it still your verdict?
Yes.
Your Honor, the jury has been polled.
Thank you. The jury has been polled, and the verdict is a unanimous verdict. If you will bring the alternate juror out and have her have a seat in the audience, please.
Oh yeah, she's been waiting around. I forgot about the alternate. The judge was trying to dismiss her, but then the lawyers were like, no, keep her around just in case something happens, you know? Just keep her around. Yeah, he lost his entire immediate family.
You can stand there or you can sit back there, whatever you prefer. Okay.
Damn, Alec, you did
Are
all
there
of
any
this.
post-trial motions?
None from the state, Your Honor.
Your Honor,
We would just renew our previously argued motions for a directed verdict, and at this, on the grounds, on those grounds, we would make a motion for a mistrial and to set aside the verdict.
What? But the way that Jim's saying it, like, he sounds really defeated. Is Jim just a talking, like the talking piece, like Harpoolian? Why is Jim doing all the work? Harpoolian's like, I would not say such things. It will not come out of my mouth. Jim, you do all the dirty work. You go do all the dirty work. Jim sounds so defeated. Oh, Jim's like, yeah, I mean, I guess we'll ask for a mistrial. Oh, could we have a directed verdict, please? Oh my God. Jim.
By the state, response.
Your Honor, based on our previous arguments, we would submit that the case properly went to the jury and the verdict is proper, and would rely on those arguments.
We've been here now 28 days, first few days of jury selection, and the remainder receiving testimony, an overwhelming amount of testimony and evidence that was presented to the jury for the jury's consideration. As I indicated to the jury during the jury charge, or the charge on the law, that this was a matter solely for the jury to determine. The court found at the end of the state's case that there's sufficient evidence to find the defendant guilty if the evidence was believed by the jury. Likewise, at the end of the defense's case, when the motion was renewed, the court found that the evidence was sufficient for the jury to find the defendant guilty. The jury has now considered the evidence for a significant period of time, and the evidence of guilt is overwhelming, and I deny the motion.
Go Judge Newman.
Mr. Murdaugh, you now having been found guilty of 2 counts of murder involving your wife and your son, 2 counts of possession of a weapon during the commission of a violent crime, the burden now comes upon the court to impose a sentence. Given the lateness of the hour and the victim's rights that must be taken into consideration and complied with under the Victim's Bill of Rights, and consider what I would anticipate to be a number of people who might have something to say regarding sentencing, we will defer sentencing to a later date.
Okay.
Of course, the minimum sentence for murder is 30 years. The maximum sentence is life imprisonment as to each count. And on the weapons charge, the sentence is up to 5 years, or 5 years, which has to be concurrent if a life sentence is imposed. when would you all like to reconvene for sentencing? I would like to give everyone an adequate opportunity to prepare for it.
State will be ready at 9:30 in the morning, Your Honor.
Oh, man.
We could do it at 9:30 tomorrow morning also.
All right. The defendant is remanded to the custody of the Colleton County Sheriff's Department. And he may be taken away.
Damn. This is pretty sad though. That's crazy.
Madam Forelady and members of the jury, I want to thank you on behalf of the citizens of the state of South Carolina and your fellow citizens of Colleton County. You did not volunteer for this service. You were called upon by being summoned to appear, and Providence have brought you to this moment in time and these weeks in time. I know that all of you have been here at great sacrifice, particularly the juror whose job was on the line until a miracle happened, I guess, that allowed him to be able to leave rather than to stay at rather than leave after 2 or 3 weeks. But I want to thank each one of you all individually and collectively. It's not often that you're called upon to sit in judgment of the actions of your fellow man, but you all responded and gave due consideration to the evidence. I will make no comment now as to the extent or the overwhelming nature of the evidence, but certainly the verdict that you've reached is supported by the evidence, circumstantial evidence, direct evidence, all of the evidence pointing to only one conclusion. That's the conclusion that you all reached. So I applaud you all for, as a group and as a unit and individually, evaluating the evidence and coming to a proper conclusion as you saw the law, as you saw the facts. Now that you've served for the next year, you're not eligible to serve again. Now, of course, many people never get called upon, but you're not eligible for the next year, and for 2 additional years, you can be exempted from service because no person is required to serve on jury duty in this court more often than once every 3 years. Tomorrow morning at 9:30, we will reconvene for sentencing. You all have no role in that because that's solely up to the judge, to me. You're welcome to come back if you want to and be a part of the audience if you like. I also want to thank the alternate juror who was locked away in a room by herself for these hours, who's hung in there during that period of time. I want to thank you as well. Madam Clerk, what do you have to tell your jurors?
Thank you for your service and what the judge said as well. And I think we can release them tonight. bring them back in the morning?
No, they're off jury duty. They can come back
come
if
back
they
if
like.
She said, "Release him tonight." Release who? Who are we releasing?
And you don't have to if you don't want to. Typically, I've seen jurors wanting to see the end result of a case once they've invested a lot into it. It's really an amazing thing with juries. Quite often, at the start of the case, jurors are really like, whoa, why am I here? I wish I wasn't selected. But as time passes and the jurors become invested and really committed to the case and committed to seeing it through, and are very disappointed when they are not able to see it to a conclusion. And then along the way of serving, you end up finding out quite a bit about our judicial system and learning quite a bit, well, about human nature for sure, but also about the presentation of evidence and hearing from expert witnesses and really learning a lot of things that you'll be able to take with you when you leave jury duty. And to Madam Forelady, I don't know if you were hesitant initially or not, but you have stepped up to the plate and done a great job of
Jeez,
leading
it's so
the
dark
jury
over there.
as well. And thank all of you. So the jury is dismissed. Now, one thing before you go, of course, we have invested a lot in maintaining the privacy of the jury, of each one of you. And
Is it gonna be like? So now I'm gonna show your face on camera, okay?
you are free at this point to discuss the case with anyone. Given the high-profile nature of the case, I'm certain that the many people in the media will probably want to communicate with you, but they have no means of contacting you because under order that I issued, the identity of the jurors must be kept private. And if you decide that you want to speak with anyone, local, state, nationally, or internationally, that's your prerogative. However, should anyone harass you, please let me know and I will address those issues. If anyone through the somehow or another discover your identity and harass you, and rest assured I will intercede on your behalf. That having been said, you are free to communicate with whomever you might want to concerning the case from now on. And so with that, thank you, and you all are free to go.
Oh, is Alec coming?
Yes.
If I could have you go to the jury room, and I'm going to meet you back there for just a few minutes.
Maybe the jurors didn't know that there were cameras facing this way, or they thought the cameras were off or something. I don't know. I have to see how it happens. So apparently they got the verdict, like, was it an hour or two ago? We're just watching it now because I was busy.
And as is my practice, I'll speak with the foreperson before you leave the building after talking to them back there.
Harpoolian's not even getting up. He's like, I'm done. Defeated. Damn, they look so defeated. Were we able to see the state's reaction to the verdict? I felt like the entire courtroom was just very like, I don't know, just a very solemn vibe. Oh yeah, I want to know which juror member bought all the eggs. I gotta be friends with them. Give me some of the eggs. It's okay, Mr. Barber, Jim, you guys did your best.
Recess till 9:30
Y'all's
tomorrow
client
morning.
were a hot mess. You did the best that you could. You too, Harpootlian. You tried. What's next? Appeal? All right, got some hugs in here. Yeah, I see Buster back there still, but I don't see his siblings. Oh yeah, I think that is Chanley Painter. I think her hair grew out a little bit. Good job, Creighton. Good job, of the dudes on there. Forgot y'all's names. There's Buster heading out. Chanley Painter. Is it pink? Oh, there's Jim. Oh, look at that. Look at they're all shaking hands and stuff. Good sportsmanship. Shaking hands. Little huggies here and there. Harpootlian smiling a little bit. I think maybe he's glad that it's over. Like a Jim Harpootlian. Or not Jim. Dick Harpootlian. Yeah, they're probably like, man, that was a wild trial, man. That was crazy. Hey, man, when I was like disrespecting you earlier, my bad. I didn't mean to. You know how it is. You know how it be sometimes. Kind of back when his gym got on. Good job, guys. Y'all did your best. For the appeal, Alec can hire a whole new team. They weren't a lot of friends and family. I don't know. I wouldn't know if they were friends or family or not. I don't know who's who. Someone did mention that one of the family members of the victims in the boating incident was there when Alec testified, I think, but I didn't recognize them. I had no idea. Where's Cray Cray at? Where'd he go? He like dipped out of there. Went to go get some happy hour at Applebee's or something? Wait, you guys said they showed the jury leaving. Is that later?
You want to go down, bro?